Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fandom Flux Podcast episode 224. I know numbers. I'm Casey. Hi. How's it going? E3 and such, we'll talk about it later. Like, last, because it'll take a while.
I'm not staying for that.
Baby man. Alright. This week, we have Blush is here.
Hello.
Is this technically your debut on the podcast?
No, it's my second one, I think.
Ah. Cool beans. Alright. Kenchi's here.
Hi, I'm Kenji618, and I lost 6 pounds of water weight in 2 days.
Wow.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a thing.
It happened.
It wasn't intentional, but it occurred.
2 days.
Well, more like 12 hours.
I realized where that weight went. So, moving on swiftly. Zero's here.
Hey, everybody. I'm here as well in spirit because I think I died from that Nintendo thing. So yeah. But that's to be expected because, yeah. It's my preference, so you have no right to tell me I'm wrong in having my preference. Free speech.
It's your money.
Gosh darn it, I gotta buy Hollow Knight. It's out today on Switch.
To be clear, Zero asked us to delay the recording of all of the shows we do on a Tuesday so that he could be exactly as hype as Nintendo demanded he be for watching the Nintendo conference, because it was very important that he needed to be exactly as hyped as they wanted him.
I would have been in a bad mood if I had to skip it, and I didn't want to record in a bad mood.
Slice is here.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
In Zero?
No, God, no. I bought a new game, it kind of sucks.
Oh, okay. And Patience here.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Patient. So, who wants to go first, Naughty 3? Naughty 3. Anyone that's not going to talk about E3.
So this week...
Anyone who's not... Kenchi, you go first.
So I guess you're going first, Casey.
He already said B, so I guess I'll go. Alright. So, this week at E3... No, not going there. Well, this weekend I had wrestling shows, because of course I did, damn it. And I had to wrestle twice on this show. That was great.
Cool.
First match was a 6-man tag. It was like 20 minutes. It was very long. It was like 90 degrees in the building. It's very hot. Yeah.
Don't those like wrestling tops just get like super hot, or was that just a specific thing in a specific place?
Specific thing, a specific kind, and it was because it was outside in the sun.
Right.
The baking sun. This was not that. It was just very, very hot and humid, and they were full of people. And yeah, but it was still a great match. I got choke slammed onto the edge of the ring. That was fun. And video of this may exist. So when I find it, I will share it.
Please do.
Yeah.
Can I arrange for you to fight Stardust, by the way? Because I want to see that.
I mean, I don't know. You got money?
No.
That is the main issue here, then.
I just have a dream.
Well,
I mean, technically Stardust is with Pro Wrestling Ego. I don't know what Ken's with.
nobody. I am unaffiliated.
Perhaps you should attempt to satisfy Slice's dream and try and get with Plur. I don't fucking know.
So yeah, then after that, I had to do a battle royal, and I was in there for 15 minutes. And a 6-man tag was one thing, this battle royal was another, because there was like 20 other dudes in there.
Yeah,
So
you mentioned hating those.
Yeah, I hate them. I hate them so much. But yeah, it was a thing. So, after that, The next day, I had to train, and we had a full camp of people that I had to train, which means I had to be in the ring with all of them. Note that this is also in a building that in summertime is like 90 degrees minimum. So I was in there for like 3 hours of a 4-hour session. And yeah, I almost didn't get into work that night. I'm still physically recovering from this weekend.
You're welcome for me allowing you to sit in a chair for 3 hours then.
Yeah, getting up's gonna be a problem later.
Hmm.
But that's future Ken's problem, not present Ken. So let's see, what else did Ken do? I put out a chapter of a story I have not updated in a while. History Strongest Shinobi.
It's true.
Yeah, I've been sitting on half of that chapter for like 6 months. And finally, like before I left for my show this weekend, I was like, I gotta finish this thing. So I just sat down and plugged it up. So yeah, I've found updating certain stories is more of a chore nowadays as my time has decreased, my free time. It's sad getting old. Zero?
Yeah.
You think you didn't have any time in college? Boy, oh boy, get a house, get a job. You'll see, man. You'll see.
Dude, you technically have 2 jobs.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not the one. Yeah, I'm not a good example here. But he's going to be a teacher.
Yeah, I'm going to have no time at all.
Yeah, Zero's going to have 2 jobs too. Ha! Teacher pay joke.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, you might have to have a summer job. I don't know how teachers get paid.
It's like it depends on like how long you're tenured and stuff, and there's a lot that goes into that. More qualified I am, the higher I get paid, stuff like that.
All right.
But I'm not going to get paid like the big bucks, but it's enough to support myself at least.
Very well then. Well, still, good luck finding a friggin' place to go in California if that ever occurs, because I heard it's very hard to do out there.
Yep.
Let's see. I think that's it for me. Didn't really have much. I just a lot of wrestling, but no one really cares about that. So just get it out of the way.
Cool. Bush, what have you been doing for the past week, or however long you would feel like talking about?
I honestly don't know. Well, because I haven't been on here like since the first time I came on like a year ago.
Many
And in
things have
that
changed.
time, yeah, lots of things changed. I got married in December, so that was a huge change.
Yeah, you did.
Yay.
Yeah. And then I moved like 2, 3. Wow, it's been like 3 weeks. Yeah, I moved 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
And life has just been continuing on. My husband went to a writers' conference this weekend and pitched his book and had several agents want it, so that was exciting.
That's nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's a writer, so it's fun in this household. We just sit and talk stories the entire time. Sometimes I want to throw things at him, though, because he gets on tangents. Like, you think you guys get bad here. He is 500 times worse. That guy, oh my gosh. Anyway.
That makes me feel better about myself.
Happy to make you feel better. I don't know what else.
Have you moved in fully, or are you guys still unpacking things?
Well, we've moved in fully, but the problem is that it's bigger now, and so there's a lot more space, and so I'm trying to buy more stuff. Like, I'm going to get a couch and
Have 2 living rooms.
Okay. But he needs a desk, because right now he uses the kitchen table as his desk, and so we have to, like, put all his stuff away to eat, and so we need a new desk.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
should.
everyday life stuff.
You should solve that kitchen table thing soon because it's a slippery slope. Trust me. Pretty soon it'll be full of crap.
Oh, it's already there. It's already there. That's about it. I don't know.
All right.
Can't think of anything else.
I can't go because my life has been E3 for the past 4 days. So, Zero can't go because then
Yes,
our
he's going
lives
to
will
talk
be
it.
E3 for the next 4 days.
Talk to
So-
the guy that's been gone for 2+ weeks.
I'm not obsessed with E3. I can go next.
Okay, Patient, you're up.
I was gonna give my week without talking about E3 because you said it was for later. But fine.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not. This was my first time catching E3 live, and well, I missed a good part of it. Well, not a good part of it. Anyway, non-E3 matters. Mostly the week hasn't had much going. There really isn't much for me to talk about. The Crossbrain has made decent progress on the next chapter. We've finally broken 20,000 words. Oh, and Primordial Vortex finally looked into it and left a good review of it. That's the author of Supernova, Casey.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool guy. Spoken to him a
It
couple
was
times.
another...
Spoken to him a couple times.
Yeah. It was another one of those wonderful, I don't like SIs, but I like this reviews.
Always fun.
Woohoo!
What was that, Blush?
Just getting excited. It's woohoo.
Excitable
Woohoo.
cheer!
Yay.
Yep. Things are still going well with my girlfriend, though she hasn't logged on today yet. I'm getting a bit worried about that. Probably just worrying too much.
Maybe.
Probably. I am working on the last few trophies. I'm working on the last few trophies to finish platinum-ing Chain of Memories.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The annoying ones, or are these like fun ones?
Pardon?
Are these the fun ones that you have left, or the long ones that are like, hey, beat the game on ultra hard this fast?
Slicer, it's Chain of Memories. There are no fun ones.
Oh, well, fair.
What I really need to do at this point, the 4 challenges I have left: get Sora to level 100, get Riku to level 100,
Oh, God.
alter the deck 300 times, and to be fair, that one's just tedious, not long, and synthesize 300 runes.
That one's also kind of easy, but yeah, they're all just really tedious ones to do.
Yeah. At this point, I've gotten Sora up to level 91, so I don't have far to go for him.
85 myself.
Last night I spent a good deal of time just grinding as far as I could. I got Sora up 5 levels and Rico up 5 levels. So, decent progress.
I guess you gotta kill time till Kingdom Hearts 3 somehow.
Well, after that is finally done, I'll be able to move on to Parts 2, which has a lot more enjoyable. And at least I've already collected all of the enemy cards.
Yeah, that was... Actually, in hindsight, that was way better than doing the level 100 ones. Whew.
Way better
Than doing the level 100 trophies. The enemy cards were way better because there was progress that was not just a number going up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got this card. That means I've done this world and I can move on to the next one that I don't have cards in. Cool. And at least the scenery changes and you're not just looking at plain, featureless white walls for 18 hours.
But yeah, my goal at this point is to get platinum trophies for all of the other games before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
That's the plan here too.
Pardon?
The plan here too. That's why I'm still plugging away at the stupid data replicas.
Well, best of luck, Casey.
3 to go.
Nice. Is that including 2.8?
Yeah, I do have 2.8. I haven't touched it yet because I still haven't done the other ones yet. I've still got Death by Sleep and...
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
And again, let me know what you think of the command.
Yeah, I still don't know what that is because I haven't started it yet, but I'll get there.
Well, we'll see. Okay, so is there anything else? Nah. Gym workout still going good. My arm particularly sore today. Biceps and triceps pushing 80 pounds each. How's that, Kenji?
It's pretty good, man. Yeah, just keep doing it, man. All I can say. I wish I could say the soreness goes away, but it doesn't. You just get used to it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. The soreness is the sign of progress more than anything. It sucks,
Yes, it
but
is.
that's how you know you're doing it right.
It's a comforting pain, honestly. I mean, I've been overweight literally since the day I was born, so it's good to see that I'm making decent progress at getting rid of that.
And the more progress you see, the more you do it. So it's a good cycle.
Okay. Is there anything else noteworthy that
He's kind of cut out and is not talking, so I'm just kind of doing Siegfried. Stuff all the time at this point.
I don't think there's anything else. Just one last thing to note, I guess. Primordial Vortex, as I mentioned earlier, he mentioned in his review that he looked into the spites because of advice from an advisor, apparently. Not quite sure who that might be.
Beta reader, probably.
Or it could be you. Or it could be me.
I don't know whether I ever recommended the spites. I might have done. Maybe?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
No, to him specifically.
Oh, gotcha.
I might have mentioned it before. I mean, I'm a beta for his work, but I
But then he probably means you.
Well, yeah, but I don't remember if I mentioned the spites to him too much. I mean, I can check back in my message history, I guess, but I mean,
I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's not really important who told him go read this story. It's just good that he likes it, right?
Yeah. And I mean, it means a lot coming from someone who's currently in 10th place. So, yeah. And I'm very much looking forward to his next episode, too.
Yeah, it'll get there when it gets there. I think he's already partway through it, so that was good.
I can be patient.
Speaking of Slicer, do you want to go next?
Sure. Let's start this good and get more depressing as we go along, shall we? Yeah. Anyway, so yesterday I got my Japan crate, which is like Loot Crate, but for Japanese candies. It was My Hero Academia themed. It was actually pretty nice. I got to taste like basically Japanese Mountain Dew.
Does it taste like regular Mountain Dew?
No. It had more flavor to it. It wasn't as one note as Mountain Dew was. It was quite nice. I wish I had a way to get more of it, but oh well. None of that crate is left. I already ate all of it. So yeah, it was quite nice.
The secret to the Japanese Mountain Dew is they use parts of real mountain.
Yes. Every bottle had a little chunk of Mount Fuji in it or something.
Oh, you just made me shiver.
I was going to make a joke no one's going to get. Slicer, the chat, by the way.
Yeah, Spider Bite is fine. That wasn't actually the reason I was away for one of the 2 weeks. I came down with a pretty bad sickness, and I am not on health insurance for a few months, so I wanted to rest as much as I possibly could. I didn't get bronchitis, which is a yearly thing for me, so hey, it seems to have worked.
Hooray.
Yeah, yay. I don't have to pay several $100s in medical expenses, so there's that. Now we get depressing. I'm single, so that's the
I'm
thing.
sorry.
Yeah, it happens. It was, as with most of my breakups, it was a mutual kind of thing, or rather a civil parting. If you're thinking of dating someone on the spectrum, keep in mind they don't have the same drive for physical closeness that most people do. That seems to be just kind of a common thing if you're on the spectrum in some sense. So keep that in mind when you're dating someone on that. So yeah, it just kind of got to be too much. Lastly, I got State of Decay 2, and basically it's like someone took the first game and tried to make it as tedious as possible.
That's disappointing. I was considering getting that.
Yeah, cars need gas now.
Oh.
Think of how often you drive around. Now think of using all of your gas to do so. Yeah. Yeah, it's also it's just as buggy as everyone says it is too. Honestly, I had a pickup truck for the first little while. I got out of it and suddenly I teleported into the bed and couldn't get out. Thankfully, there's a thing. It's like the radio where you call in abilities or powers or supplies or whatever. The bottom one is free and it teleports you 15 seconds backward, basically. So I'm glad the devs thought of that. I wish they would have made a game where that's not a problem, but whatever. So I'm trying to force the fun in this game, and it's not quite working super well. And that's pretty much been my week. I have pretty much ignored E3 because, like Kenzie, I just kind of want the cliff notes.
Yeah, I don't need to watch like countless hours of you piping up whatever. Just tell me what it is, and I'll make my own decision. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll watch the relevant trailers in like a week, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Zero, do you want to go next?
Sure. So this week's been pretty busy because we're trying to move still because we bought a new house. And so it's been a lot of packing, a lot of just trying to take things to the dump. There was E3. I'll talk about that in a bit. But had my D&D games that I'm doing, the one that I'm a DM in and the one that I'm a player in. Had a very cool character encounter in the one I'm DMing because near the beginning of the campaign, and I had everyone roll a D1000 for a random effect. One of them got to get their quote-unquote evil twin from a parallel dimension. That character appeared, they're not evil per se, but they're kind of opposite in some of their ideals, and it was very interesting. Just lots of good character development fuel for my players, and I'm really impressed with all of them. With their, they're doing some really good RP and really good actual character writing.
Zero?
Yeah?
Did you give him a goatee?
No.
I'm disgusted.
It was a she.
So?
That's even better.
But then I have to redo the freaking art that the person drew for their... I recolored their art for their character, and I wasn't going to add a goatee. You're right, I could have photoshopped one on.
You could have just drawn a black circle around it, okay? Around
That's
the
a
mouth.
missed
That would have been
opportunity.
it.
Goatees are for everyone.
It wasn't... Yeah, I can agree with that. But it wasn't yet... It wasn't meant to be fully evil. It was meant to be a character that is... meant to spur on the development of the other character.
Yeah, but then you get the characters to have the argument. She has to be evil. She has a goatee. You could have had that conversation happen and you botched it. I'm disappointed. So disappointed.
Instead, I got a really emotionally charged scene out of that, and
whatever.
a lot of very good character interactions. And it's always good to be in a group that values the writing of their characters in a D&D setting. Like that just makes me happy. And then I played in a campaign where my character is the only person with a high intelligence score, and they are also a small child. So that continues to be interesting. We all got high in it because the blacksmith was smoking something, and we were trying to get better deals. So
Zero.
Yeah.
Why does that character of yours always end up getting high?
Nobody stopped him. I thought somebody would. He went to reach and nobody pulled him back, and I was very surprised by that.
Why would they?
Because he's a small child, and we have at least 2 good aligned characters in the party.
Actually good or say they're good?
Actually,
That was a pregnant pause right there.
Yeah, that was
it's only been 2
Really
sessions, so I don't really know. One, I believe, is actually good, at least. And that character end up getting this small child, the alcohol, sure, but when it comes to weed, sure, you can smoke it. I don't understand these hypocrisies. D&D is a fun game when you have some fun players to play it with. And a good DM. That's important, really. Because I've had some DMs that... But aside from that, I would like to say I've been playing video games or reading a lot, but it's been pretty busy. Just around the house and everything. And then E3 happened, so we could talk about that if you want to when you're ready.
Don't
Casey.
rush me. So, my week has... I don't even know. Yeah, like I said, played a bit more Kingdom Hearts 2. Not as much as previous weeks, because I think I'm burning out a little bit, which is not great, because I still got 2 more games to play. But, almost finished with 2.
I'm sorry to cut in, but it seems that my schedule is having more of a bit of a demand on me than I expected. I need to bow out now.
Oh, fair enough.
okay. Catch you
I'll
later.
see you all this week. Take care.
All right,
Thanks,
patient.
patient. Yeah, he's still been here for 2.5 hours, so that's not exactly. So, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, I have done almost all of the bonus bosses, which means I'm almost done with the game. It's 3 things left to do, and then I'll be done with it, but I haven't touched it in 5 days because... Okay, no one pick up on that, that's fine. E3 happened!
I was waiting for you to finish it. Yeah. E3 happened this past weekend, and it just... I wouldn't say it's fully concluded yet. Nintendo still has some tournament stuff happening today, but it's pretty much done.
That's not a thing that anyone cares about.
I don't care about any of it.
Yeah, it's if you care about the Smash Invitational, that's the only thing left, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the conferences are done. That's what the audience at home cares about, generally speaking.
Yeah. And let's start in order just to quick discuss these things.
Yeah, I mean, I think... Let me double check. Nope. EA went first. I thought Microsoft went first and just held that torch through the whole thing, but nope. EA went
first and basically did nothing that I cared about at all.
It consisted of about a half an hour of apologies and... Well, I say apologize. It's EA. No, it was like a half an hour of we're sorry, not really. Sorry you felt cheated and stuff. That sucks for you, I guess.
Hey guys, we're working on a new Star Wars game, but we're not going to tell you anything except the name, and we're not going to have any images ready for it.
And it's made by the Titanfall guys, so that's a plus.
But we're not going to show you anything, and the Titanfall guys are in the audience and clearly weren't ready to make an announcement.
Yeah, poor Vince Zampella. He was fun though. Like he didn't seem to give a shit. He just, all right, we're doing this now.
Hey guys, cool. Battlefield 5 has a battle royale mode.
Yeah, what the fuck? That sounds stupid.
Yeah,
it's really stupid for anyone that actually plays Battlefield.
I mean, everyone knows in World War II they dropped 100 troops in a completely square field for no reason and just told them to all kill each other. All the different armies told them to do that. It was really weird that they all coordinated like that, but yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
Even big Battlefield's playing style doesn't lend to this. It doesn't make any sense. It's so dumb.
Also, here's Anthem. We're gonna show mostly concept art though.
Oh yeah, and we're going to tell you about the story of what Anthem's going to be, because we need to tell you that there's going to be a story. By the way, the story is there's an ancient evil and you need to destroy it.
Cool.
That's the story.
Thanks, Destiny 3.
Yeah, I don't care about Anthem at all.
I was watching the Pat from the Two Best Friends on his stream watch that, or rather a recording of the stream, and he was...
I did too.
Very cynical about it, and I agreed with every word he said. That looked terrible.
Mm-hmm.
They also confirmed no romance options in Anthem.
What?
Yeah, there's no romance in it. In a BioWare game.
You like Mass Effect? Well, it's too bad for you.
I guess maybe they got kind of sick of people saying you didn't have enough gay or straight or other options. Like, there weren't enough bull people that you could have sex with, I guess, was part of... Yeah, they got sick of that particular argument and just... We don't care anymore. We're done with this shit. We're not going to deal with you people anymore.
But don't worry, guys. FIFA 19 will save the day in September.
Yeah.
Listen, you can talk shit about that all you want. That's their main seller.
That's all they have. That's all they have.
It's not even their main seller. Ultimate Team is their main seller. One aspect of that game, which kudos to them for not technically mentioning loot boxes by only calling it Ultimate Team mode. Well done. Dickheads.
Yeah, they're still having the microtransactions in FIFA. That's not going anywhere.
Yep.
And also Madden's coming to PC.
In fairness, it's been a long time, so
Casey's gonna buy it. He's gonna.
It wouldn't be surprising. Like I did want to play a Madden game at some point, but it was always on console. So
Microsoft had a good show.
Microsoft arguably had the best show.
Yeah, I'm a big Nintendo fan. I would actually say, like, nostalgia aside, I think Microsoft kind of won this E3 in terms of just the sheer amount of games that they showed for other consoles. But yeah, it was quite impressive.
Yeah, Microsoft were also the first one of many conferences that had the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer.
Yep.
That was in damn near every single one. It felt like it anyway.
But that's where we got things like Devil May Cry 5, the first KH trailer, Halo. They had a lot of big hits.
Yep, Forza, Gears 5. Basically plugging a lot of holes in their library that were very visible. So, yeah, one of the big shortcomings of the Xbox has kind of been fixed to an extent.
Yeah, that's kind of why I don't say they won, because they're basically at this point just plugging holes in the ship.
Yeah, like...
That's true, but at least in that sense they accomplished something.
like I'm just saying in terms of sheer amount of games, they did a really bang out job. They even got the CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah,
trailer.
no one else showed that, so yeah.
So yeah, good on them for that. That's one thing I've been hearing about for a long time, and I'm excited for.
So yeah, they definitely made themselves look like the big winner in this one.
Yeah, I can agree to that. Bethesda.
Oh god, Bethesda.
There's Doom Eternal, so that's good.
There's Andrew WK, who is still cool. I'll defend that to the death.
Andrew WK is great.
Yeah, he did a performance of that song that was in the Hellsing Ultimate abridged. They used that.
They sent Andrew WK out to die.
He did fine.
For Rage 2.
Well, the audience were very deliberately not interested in what he had to say.
They sent him to die.
Yeah. I was singing about being ready to, so that's...
yeah, Bethesda was like, hey, VR exists. And also, hey, how about the Wolfenstein 2 is also getting a Youngblood DLC campaign, so that's interesting if you're into Wolfenstein.
Yeah, that's BJ Blazkowicz's twin daughters, set in the 80s, which tells me BJ Blazkowicz is terrible at fighting zombies. Nazis. Sorry, they're interchangeable at this point. But yeah, terrible at fighting Nazis.
Fallout 76 was shown more in detail. It was shown slightly at Microsoft. I don't like this game. It just doesn't really seem for me. 76.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's for me at all. It's
Rust or any of those other survival games.
Yeah.
If there was a nuke option.
Yeah, that, like, here's the thing. They did say that there's a single-player story. I don't think it's going to be good. I have seen no evidence of it being there or being good.
It's also Bethesda, which means it's probably not good.
And, oh yeah, there's nukes in the world that players can get and then just choose where to drop that nuke. And you can be completely unrelated to whatever conflicts are going on in the world and just die.
Yep. You know those assholes that get the sniper rifle and are like, hey, I'm just going to completely murder new players and for no reason, not even go and take their stuff, I just want to kill people and be a dick. Imagine those people with nukes.
It's like, hey, we decided we're going to make raiders our players.
Everybody.
Yeah.
We're going to turn the raiders into everybody.
Yeah.
All the time.
There is apparently some limited form of VATS in it, but it's... I don't know, I don't like it at all.
It's probably an aim assist, is the VATS thing.
Aside from that, hey, Elder Scrolls has a new game. It's called Elder Scrolls Blades. It's a mobile game.
Why?
Because they can.
But also, Elder Scrolls 6 is happening in the future after this game called Starfield, which is also happening in the future.
Yep, both of those trailers were literally just...
nothing.
Actually, yeah. They were technically very different trailers. One of them was a shot of space and a planet and a little orbital station, and the other one was a landscape. Those were the trailers.
I know somebody who started crying because they saw Elder Scrolls 6 being confirmed to actually exist. Like, yay, it's happening, but we saw nothing.
Yeah.
And it's not happening for like 4 years.
You thought it wasn't happening? You thought their most successful game ever, they would just stop there?
I know it's not the same, but I was legitimately worried that Fallout 4 had killed the Fallout brand, so I can kind of understand. But
yeah, and there were thoughts that Elder Scrolls Online was going to be the only Elder Scrolls experience for like a decade. So...
yeah, I mean, sure, but Skyrim is still the game they're porting to new systems, and it's still selling gangbusters. They weren't gonna stop there.
Yeah, but that's Bethesda's. If there's probably something I missed, but there's nothing really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Andrew WK and teasers for nothing is pretty much all that was there. And
Ubisoft, yeah.
And Fallout Shelter, they're putting on console. No one cares.
Mm-hmm. Ubisoft, I missed most of Ubisoft, but
Ubisoft. There were a lot of song and dance numbers at this E3. There were a lot. Yeah. God, what did Ubisoft have?
They had Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which
That's true.
they confirmed there's a Minotaur, so I guess I have to play that now.
Is it a mini Minotaur?
Gosh darn it, nobody's gonna get that reference.
No, I got it. You're good.
Tobuscus when he was good.
When he was not having all those allegations against him.
Yeah, well... yeah, so Ubisoft, Division 2 in Washington, D.C. that has managed to grow a forest in about 7 months, which is impressive. Yeah, very confused that was the Division. I thought it was going to be like Wildlands, because it literally was a forest in the middle of Washington, D.C. What else was there? I've completely... I remember it being somewhat entertaining, but I don't remember anything they talked about.
Apparently Beyond Good and Evil 2 had a thing.
Right, yeah, another completely CG trailer.
Skull and Bones, the just pirate-only game, got a thing.
Yeah, that looked pretty good. I hope there's some single-player component to that, and it's not just Sea of Thieves.
There was the Starlink thing where they announced that Star Fox will be playable in the Switch version.
And me and Zero got in an argument.
Well, I said, hey, that looks like it'll be nice. And then you immediately said, Star Fox controls really bad. I was like,
No, you said... Someone mentioned Star Fox component, and you said, I hope the Star Fox things control like Star Fox. And I responded, like ass. And then you were like, no, Star Fox is good. And I'm like, no, like, the one on N64, sure, I guess. But that's like saying Sonic is great.
I was trying to get across that I wanted to have it feel like I was controlling an R-Wing and not just like another thing, because it's if you're going to bank on somebody's love of a series to help sell your game, the game has to feel like it's like has that component there. Is what I was trying to do.
I don't think they're going to do that, because even the company that actually made it back in the day don't make it like that anymore.
Well, like Star Fox Zero was good except for the whole 2-screen thing, which was horrible. But other than that, just the basic controls. I just want to be able to barrel roll. Okay, that's it. That's all I want.
I get it.
That's all I ever want. It's just really fun to hit the barrel roll button. That's it. That's my argument. Double tap the R button and barrel roll. Deflect shots. But yeah, aside from that, yeah, that was it.
PlayStation got weird.
Yeah.
And not just Death Stranding, because that was weird on its own, but no, just the presentation itself was weird.
They start out in a church tent, a tent to make it look like they were in a church, and then decided to do an entire thing for Last of Us 2.
Yep. They started in a church tent and did this whole introduction talking about his congregation showing up for the... It really did come off like a cult. And then there was a 3 or 4 minute song with just a single banjo player.
I don't understand what they were going for.
I think he wrote the soundtrack for Last of Us.
But they decided, you know what, after that, we're going to show some Last of Us gameplay.
Yeah.
And then
that
we're going to...
kind of made the whole church setting make sense, because it mirrored the setting in the trailer.
which I don't understand because in that she's like a grown woman, and they didn't show any of the zombies that are like in the Last of Us setting. It was all just people.
No, they're in settlement. That was how the first one ended. They go back to Joe.
Yeah, but when she's out there,
yeah.
When she's out there in the world, there's no zombies or anything. It's just people that she's fighting as enemies. There's not a single
Zero. Half of Last of Us
monster.
was fighting just people.
I know, but I want some of those monsters. Give me cool monsters.
Fucking zombies annoyed me.
Give me cool monsters with cool mechanics. Gosh darn it. But yeah, that happened. Then they decided we're going to have an intermission. Because it's clearly the right time to have an intermission after showing one game.
They had to have an intermission so they could clear out the whole of all the stupid string lights and shit that they put up.
So they could move the audience.
Yeah. Oh, so...
Then they showed a bunch of ads.
Yeah, straight up ads. Complete with pre-order bonus now.
Not new trailers, ads.
Yep.
And they were like, hey, here's Ghost of Tsushima, which plays like Batman, kind of.
Ghost of Tsushima. That was the really nice looking.
It looks amazing. The visuals on that. It's the whole Japan thing. It looks amazing.
It looks like landscape paintings.
But you look at the actual gameplay. It rings a lot like Batman. I don't know how I feel about that because I do like the Batman controls and gameplay in that, but I don't know. I feel like it needs more of its own flair.
I get an Order 1886 vibe from it. It's gorgeous, but flash in the pan. There's barely anything to it.
Yeah, we'll have to see on that. Death Stranding got some. It's a lot of mood stuff. It's a lot of writing stuff. There's not a lot of gameplay stuff, and that's starting to be concerning.
Yeah, gameplay seems to be walk through fields and occasionally climb cliffs with a box following you.
So it's Hiking Simulator 2018.
Someone's been reading Twitter.
There's these creatures that appear.
I have it actually.
There are these creatures that appear that like only this baby and this thing can really see, which is then broadcast, and that's the stealth aspect to it, I guess. But I need to see more of the game and how it actually plays before making any actual judgments. But that wasn't a good first impression.
It seems to be doing something that Nia already did and better, which is instead of it being robots that are replaced every time you die with a new robot that has the memories but isn't really them, it's just flash-grown clones. That's what the fetus was.
I don't think so.
I think that's what that is.
I think it's because, like, remember he taps the baby so it can look at it, and then it goes to that broadcasting thing. The only way you can see those monsters is if you have something innocent with you. That's what I think.
I think that's what they're doing. I think that's why the whole timefall thing, like he says, he has to go out in the rain. It's like, okay, I can do that, but I have this baby as insurance. It's really fucking weird. But yeah, I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah, me and some friends were theorizing. There's a theory that this is like in the middle of or post-rapture type thing.
Oh, well, that's a given.
Because, like, there's in Revelations, there's the 7 trumpets, and after the second trumpet, a third of the sea life dies, and then there's all the bodies on the shores of stranded sea creatures. It's, I don't know. There's the 5 figures, and after 2 figures would have blown their horns. There's a lot that's possible right now.
You meant like a very literal biblical rapture.
Like a literal biblical rapture from just what I'm seeing in terms of the effects and what they've talked about is a possibility.
Wait, what did you think when you said rapture?
I thought it just meant just like regular apocalypse.
No, I mean like actual rapture, and that would explain how innocence would play into it, but specifically with the baby. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I already wasn't interested in this game, partially because they just had really weird concepts thrown at us for so long and didn't actually show us any gameplay. Now they seem to have shown us some gameplay, technically, and also are just continuing to throw those weird concepts at us, and there is nothing that makes me want to play this game here.
I want to see at least combat or something that makes the game fun to play, rather than it's an experience excuse. So, we'll see.
Yeah, walking simulators will still have the stigma attached, even if Kojima makes it. It doesn't save it just based on that.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man! That was cool.
We got Rhino, we got Vulture, we got Electro, who has scars in the shape of his old mask, which is interesting.
Just say the Sinister Six. Just say
Scorpion, it. And we don't have Doc Ock, so obviously it's not the Sinister Six.
You know he's in the game, you asshole.
But we also have Mr. Negative Film guy.
Negative Man.
Yeah. He's just inverted colors.
It's clearly not Sinister Six. What are you talking about? There's no Doc Ock. He's clearly not in the game in what is supposedly the first mission of this game, from what I can tell.
Well, yeah, this is the mission where they establish, oh no, all of the criminals that you captured over such and such a period of time are now free.
It ends on a stinger of, not you, or something. And, I don't know. Some people say they heard a web swing and it's probably like Venom or something. Other people...
It's Iron Man.
Other people think it's... There was an orange light that did flash across Spider-Man's face. So
wait, so it could be Iron Man?
I don't know. I don't know.
Stop speculating on game story. Doesn't matter.
It could just be Green Goblin again. But
could be Hobgoblin.
Yeah. Nobody remembers Hobgoblin. Also, they did a thing on Black Ops that nobody really cared about, and
they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah. Aside from that, there was the Nintendo thing, which just happened, which it was basically, hey, let's get all these games out of the way so we can talk about Smash Brothers.
Pretty much.
Because, yeah. Also, Fortnite is on Smash. Fortnite is on the Switch today.
I wish Fortnite was on Smash.
No,
Fortnite.
Fortnite is on the Switch, like, right now.
You just confused me.
Yeah.
I believe that's the point.
Hollow Knight is out today. There's a lot of other third-party games that are happening, and there's a new Mario Party, which actually plays like a Mario Party game and doesn't have the stupid car thing.
But looks like it's only local play, which makes me sad because I wanted to play Mario Party with Zero.
That's unfortunate, you know. But they haven't said anything about online. There might be online. I don't know. It would be good if they added online because they're dropping their actual online service in the fall. And that's about when this game is coming out.
Can you imagine a 50-turn Mario Party gets to turn 45 and someone drops out because they're losing?
No, why would you play 50 turns?
Because
you're a real Mario Party if you don't want to torture yourself.
Like,
you want no doubt who's the best.
20 turns is tops. Like, you don't... Okay.
Achievement Hunter did it. It looked like fun.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
It partially did.
It was because it was them.
I'm at least happy to play with my younger brother, because we're both big Mario Party guys. There was other things. New Fire Emblem, which looks really good because it's got actually not 3DS graphics, so that's nice. It's been a long time since Fire Emblem's actually been on a console, and I started with a console Fire Emblem, so that just makes me happy. I've kind of fell off Fire Emblem for a while, so I'm ready to get back in. I got burnt out before.
Yeah, I think you played Fates, didn't you?
I played Fates, and then I tried to play Echoes, and I don't like that game. It's just, the map design is extremely dated, and they didn't fix it. Which is problematic.
Yeah. they did a thing on the Pokemon games and how cool that little Pokeball controller is, guys, right? Super cool.
If
I
you
have
get it, you
Pokemon
get
in
Mew.
here. You can hear the horrible grating Game Boy sound effect to tell you there's a Pokemon in here.
If you get this Pokeball, you get Mew. So buy it now. That
gonna
is some
work.
blackmail right there.
You're gonna do it.
I'm not. I don't have that kind of money. Freaking Pokeball thing's like $50. I'm not gonna do that. It's stupid.
But you
I
can
will
pretend to throw the Pokeball to release the Pokemon, and you will
Like,
absolutely
we-
not accidentally throw it at your TV, because that would be a stupid thing
has-
to do.
It has a wrist strap.
So,
Of course it does.
Those have never prevented anything.
We'll see what happens, but like freaking, I am not a fan of the new Pokemon. Yeah, it's meant to get people who like Go back into the main series. That's its only purpose, because the actual mainline game is coming next year. So, yeah.
Smash.
Smash.
Let's get on with it.
So every character is back that was ever in Smash ever.
Every single character.
Every character.
Which,
Yeah.
funnily enough, adds up to 64 of them. Go figure.
65 now because they added Ridley.
Yeah, that one's new. The old characters is 64 of them.
Well, 64 with Inklings, who are also new.
Uh,
I'm going to dismantle this right here.
Right, this is Zero. I should not argue with him on Nintendo shit. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, come on, I'm messing with you. But,
No, you're not.
yes, I am. It looks good. They did a lot of different adjustments to the mechanics, Final Smashes, characters. All in all, really excited for that to come out in December, which good on them for getting a full Smash Bros. Game out that quickly. It took like 8 years for the last Smash. And I presume it was much easier because they already had a lot of the basic things in Smash 4, which would translate a lot easier than, say, Melee to Brawl.
Yeah, I will say they got maybe a little too into the nitty-gritty details of what's different in this game. Like, what was it, Moth? That he has 2 different voices based on which art style you have him in. And they played the same line twice, and it was the same.
Marth just has his English voice actor. That's all they confirmed.
Okay,
as far as I saw
I
online.
don't know all of the Fire Emblem characters. It was one of those. And they were like, yeah, he has different voices based on the character model that you have. And
like,
they read the same
I
line,
know that-
and
I
it
know this,
sounds exactly the same.
I know this sounds ridiculous, but like, there's a lot of really ridiculous Smash fans who are into the nitty-gritty details. So I'm not one of those people. I don't really care so much in terms of every single little detail. I would rather, if there's anything I'm interested in, I'd rather find it out on my own. But it really can make it for some of the lunatics out there. So
Yeah, no, Smash fans are fucking nuts. So
yeah.
I do like the idea of it's something that's in a lot of fighting games, but basically just alternate versions of characters that are just basically the same. Like Peach, you can now also be Daisy, and it has exactly the same moveset and everything, basically, but you know, it lets you use a technically different character.
Yeah, these are they're calling them echo characters because they're very close to just being clones. They have very minor differences, if any.
Yeah.
Which that's a good way of saying you're in a lower caste.
Yeah, like I can see them trimming down, let's say, the Fire Emblem characters this way, and like Lucina becomes an echo of someone else or something like that.
Yeah, Lucina is an echo of Marth.
Yeah, like that. So there's a lot of potential for them to be able to technically add more characters that are just basically going to be the same. Like they could do a Shadow for Sonic, for example.
Yeah, Shadow wasn't shown as an assist trophy, so people are theorizing that
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. And, like, it's not like the characters are exactly the same. It's just you're not going to really notice unless you're playing at a very technical level. And so, like, say, for example, Dark Pit is more... All his stuff goes more horizontally rather than vertically. Lucina's damage is spread equally throughout her sword rather than focused at the tip. So it's less about spacing with her, but it's... Again, you wouldn't know that if you're a casual fan. So that's fine. I'm okay with that, and it makes people happy. So why not? Really, if they've run into the situation of we are running out of characters to make for this game,
kind of.
They brought Snake back at least, so
They
I
did.
did not think that was going to happen.
I respect the
Especially
effort of putting 65 characters into one game, because that's a hell of a roster for any fighting game.
As well as rebalancing them, and yeah. Also, Snake is voiced by David Hayter, so good on them.
Well, what else is David Hayter doing?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. That is... Fuck you, Konami. God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, Kojima, technically, that was his call. I think that's pretty much it, though.
That's pretty much it for E3.
Yeah.
Overall,
we didn't talk about the Kingdom Hearts trailer at all, though.
Oh
We
yeah, we
mentioned
didn't
that
talk
it
about.
was-
We completely jumped over Square Enix.
We did, actually, now that you mentioned... What did... Huh. Now that you mention it, I don't remember anything about Square Enix except for Kingdom Hearts.
Just
there's
Cause.
a new Dragon's Quest. You got Just Cause, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and you also have freaking Babylon's Fall, which is a new game from Platinum, which seems like just because it's made from Platinum that seems like it might be interesting.
It seems like it might be a Platinum game.
Yeah, might be a Platinum game. So, hey, I'm willing to give that a try. I guess I'm always in the mood for more character action. Really, it was just Kingdom Hearts. Hey guys, so we got Frozen in here, and you guys know how everybody loves that Pirates of the Caribbean movie. You know, the third one. Yeah, that's there.
I think it might be the second and third one, to be honest.
I mean, to be fair, fucking fighting Davy Jones and fucking Kraken are kind of more Kingdom Hearty than, hey, we're just fighting pirates.
Yeah, at the very least, it'll be fun to play through. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 does look really good still. Also, Aqua got a thing that happened to her.
Yeah, well, a lot of things have happened to her, but my Bay's back. Yay!
Yeah, she's
Casey's
not.
favorite character. Yeah, she is.
No, not in the way that's everybody. Yeah, she is back technically.
Yay. I
You
don't
haven't
mean
played,
Aqua, by the way. That wasn't talking about Aqua.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah!
Yeah,
The one
I
I keep
know,
talking
I know.
about and saying she's awesome, even though she's horrible.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
It took me a second. Yeah, it was a good E3. There were some embarrassing moments, some cringe moments. EA just fell on the ground and flopped and was like, "Hey, look, sports."
That's a good visual. is just what's his name? Andrew Wilson, just sort of boneless, falling to the ground. Sports.
And Xbox was like, "Look at all these games we have in other places too, but also games." Yeah. It was. I'm just.
It was fun this year.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I'm happy it was fun. There weren't a lot of parts I would say were boring. So at least there's that. And that was a
Sorry
big
about that,
part of it.
Blush.
Sorry.
Yeah, this was.
She had no idea how long.
I'm still here.
She had no idea how long you were gonna go for.
Yeah, that was a thing
Yeah.
we were going to talk about this week, regardless of anything else. So sorry about that.
Especially since this we had a lot of people in our Discord who were interested in that, so I wanted to just try to get through that as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I think I may have pissed off Mel a little bit with the Lockdown song. It's a good song. It's going to be in the link dump because I want to piss him off more.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a national pastime at this point on our Discord, so I think you're good.
Yeah.
Let's go for recommendations now.
I recommend Lockdown by whoever wrote that song because it's a good song. No, seriously, it's a good song. They do it as the preview for the Giant Bomb streams of E3, and I ended up listening it for 15 minutes at a time for every single one of these conferences. Still not sick of it. It's weird, but it's a good song. Fuck you, Mel. I'll sing when I want. Anyone else?
All I have is an anti-recommendation for State of Decay 2. Like, yeah, I'm that sucks. I loved the first game, but I haven't done much reading, honestly. So that's about it.
I just remembered Resident Evil 2 Remake was shown.
Right.
What? That's something I'm actually interested in. Talk
Straight
about that.
up, full-on remake, as in like the Resident Evil 1 remake.
Engine. Yeah, in the RE7 engine, so everything looks very realistic, which doesn't do too many favors for Leon's very anime-like face from before. But
I think they like reshaped his face to be a little more like he ended up looking like in 4 and forward.
Yeah.
You mean his duck lips are gonna be gone? It sucks.
But it doesn't look like it's gonna be fixed camera angle, so. But it looks like it will be more like the RE4 style of...
Yeah, just sort of over the shoulder. Fix in place when you're aiming kind of thing, maybe. So. That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping they still do the route A and B thing that they did in 2. That was great.
Someone's at my door, so I gotta go. So.
Right. Any other recommendations?
No.
Blush, you got anything?
Nope, not off the top of my head.
Alrighty. So, it's been a long day of recording, guys. This is the Fandom Flux podcast episode 224. If you'd like to get in contact with us, you can do so through the YouTube channel for comments or through our own public Discord that is in the link down below. Please donate on Patreon if you feel so inclined. We'd very much appreciate it. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the Fandom Flux podcast episode 224. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Get off the lawn. Slicer, you were supposed to go away.
Oh. Bye.
Yeah, that's right.
At least he said it in time this time.